Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, so before I get into actually why you guys clicked on this video, I just want to let you guys know that my channel will be about makeup, college life, and just my lifestyle. I hope you enjoy. Applying for college was really hard for me because I just moved from Jamaica. I just moved to the United States, and I had basically 3 months to prepare for the SATs. So my first tip would basically be Khan Academy. Khan Academy really helped me for the SATs. Like, I didn't use any books, I didn't have a teacher, I just used Khan Academy and that was it. Because Khan Academy, it has like standardized tests, like they replicate the SATs. It's timed, you get practice, and it was the most helpful thing basically, because going into college you need a standardized test, whether it's the SAT or the ACT. Some schools don't require standardized tests, but I knew that I wanted to be competitive, so I didn't want to just send my transcript. I really wanted to have a good grade on the SAT, and I practiced every day on Khan Academy because I mean the SAT is such a long test. It's what, a like 3 to 4 hour test, and it takes time, especially since I had no experience on it. I didn't even know what was on the SAT. But when you practice, it really helps, and Khan Academy basically had everything that you needed because it was all I used, and I basically got a good grade. So my next tip would basically be to get a mentor. I got my mentor from strive.com, and I use my mentor for a lot of stuff. Like, my mentor, he helped me to write essays, he gave me tips, he reviewed my essays. No, a lot of people won't see the significance of this, but because I had just come from a new school, I wanted people to review my essays before I submitted it to a college. Now, most people would just ask their English teacher or, I mean, any random teacher to read it over, but I did not have anyone like that. I didn't know any teachers coming in, and as you know that college application time is just right when school starts, so I did not know any teachers. So I didn't want to be in a position to be giving teachers stuff knowing that maybe I won't get it back in time. He was very prompt. Like, as soon as I sent him, within a day or two, he replied, and his tips were helpful. Because some people, they read the essay and they don't even tell you why they don't like it. They're just like, oh, I think you should change this, why should I change it? Like, he gave me so many tips. He gave me tips on good colleges that I should apply to, because they'll be the fit for me, because I was looking for certain things in colleges. I didn't just look for grades, I looked for ethnicity, I looked for clubs that they have. So he was really helpful with that, especially since I did not know a lot about the colleges that were in my area. Another tip for applying to college is, when you're filling out your application, the essay portion is very important. A lot of people don't take it serious enough, but think about it. When colleges, say a college has a 3.2 GPA, that's what they accept. So automatically, if you have a 3.2 GPA, you go into a different pile. The people who don't have a 3.2 GPA, they stay in the other pile, and they're automatically not accepted. But when you have a 3.2 GPA, someone has a 3.5, someone has a 3.7, a 4.0, all of you are in the accepted bunch. It all comes down to who has the best essay, which they will receive the acceptance letter. Now, if your essay is boring, it's long, or it's really short and uninformative, you basically just gave away your acceptance, because there's so many people in that bunch competing for your spot. So you have to really make your essay really unique, and there are so many ways to make an essay unique. You can talk about a talent that you may have, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're interested in certain things, if you work at a hospital. It's just so many things. But don't make your essay really boring and tired and sleepy. Make your essay something interesting that you know people definitely want to read. They'll show their colleagues, just stuff like that. Don't have a boring essay, because at the end of the day, your acceptance comes down to that essay. Okay, so another tip would be to get a resume. Now, a lot of people don't see the importance of it, especially since it's not required. It's always optional. But if you have a resume, it gives you space to put stuff that they don't ask for on an application now. Especially since, suppose you're a business major and you have a business, put your business on that resume and get people to like back you, recommend you and stuff like that, because colleges look for people who have something unique other than the grade. What else can you bring to their school? Because I mean, if they accept you, obviously they have the grade, but you have the grade, and what else? So I'd really recommend to get a resume because it shows that you're more versatile than just being a regular day-to-day student, and you have something to contribute to their school. Another big tip is applying for scholarships. And you might be saying like, this is how to get into college, but definitely some schools are really expensive, so applying for scholarships that are not within your school and you're getting another scholarship can really take out a lot of the financial barriers. And most of the scholarships that I received, I got them with my acceptance letter. Those scholarships, basically, if they accept you, once you meet the criteria, they will send it over with the acceptance letter. Now, some schools have scholarships that you can apply for. I'd really advise you to look into that before you go to the school, because that can really help you with a lot of stuff. Now, my scholarships, for the most part, a big tip that I had, and I got this from a teacher. She told me that if you wait a little longer, they might offer you more money. Now, that happened for 2 schools. Those were private schools. One offered me $13,000, and after that they sent a letter offering me $15,000. And another school, they offered me about, I'll insert a clip here, but I'm not actually sure, it's about $15,000, and they made it up to like $26,800 for the entire year. And that was because they added some financial aid, and they gave me also a grant, plus I think they offered me initially $15,000, and those added up to $26,800 for the year. No, that can be really helpful. And they didn't offer me that initially. So sometimes when you wait, a lot of my colleges, they email me, they call me, they're like, are you coming? And if you tell them that, yeah, I'm not sure, and they might be like, oh, is it that you need money? Just say you need more money, even if you don't need more money. But you say you need more money, they'll send more money. Sometimes they won't, but it's worth a try. It's either they'll send it or not. This is another tip. Don't feel like any school is too good for you, or there are schools that you can't get into. Apply. Application fees are very expensive, but if you're applying through Common App and you have a fee waiver, every school that you apply to through Common App will be free of cost. Now, if you don't have a fee waiver, I would advise you to find out when you have a free application week. Now, in North Carolina, I believe it's November. If not, I'll put a link down here, but I believe it's November, where you have a week to apply to any college. It's on a list. So it won't be every college, but it will be majority of the colleges in North Carolina where you can apply for free, like literally no cost. And I'd advise you to take advantage of that, because application fee run from about $50 to $70, and if it's a really good school, it might be even $100. So I would really advise you to find out if your state has a free application week or anything of that sort, because it's really helpful.